some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet flowing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
It's so nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Direct snap. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Give to the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Barnett. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Razorbacks racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Pittsburgh. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just lead my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
They're dealing with a second and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Still looking, on the move. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Got the quick completion. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch, it's Singleton. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Knight.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. No huddle, offense to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And the defense gives up the first down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain. return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Scrambling away. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Moves around to clear up the vision. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that pass is caught at the 25. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's McCoy. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's a heat. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make. But I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB. But it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They get to him as he throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. But think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 2 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the move. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Gorilla. Let's go. Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Brown. Open space at the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. Brings it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. DB's right up on the receivers. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Still running at the 40. Running free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Great job by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point was good. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever. Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lyons. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start, and this offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. That's reeled in. It's Cooper. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Oh, a lot of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
And he's still running after the move. There he goes. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, a fabulous parting, the consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. It's picked off in the end zone. Pass to 50. The 30. At the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling and create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Easy. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 12 over Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He'll start this drive firing. He lofts one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Intercepted intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Got some room to run. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. To throw, it's Reed. Flips it out in the flat. He gets it in there for the two, and they'll chop a couple off that lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The throw. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big...
The fake, and he wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Snap in the shotgun. He makes the grab for the two. I don't know why you need to go for two there, but they do, and it's successful. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
After this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were